and support their channel. Okay. Referee, that's what that's it. Alright. Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give our praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakadash, and double honors to the apostles and to the elders of greatness, with peace and salutations to the elect. We're the Hebrew Israelites, again, prophesy the downfall of the society, and to speak about the oppressive measures that's here, and why we are going through this. But not only that, and to establish the fact that we have a Redeemer, a Savior, Yahushai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, which is about to get us up out of here. But in getting us up out of here, the situation has to get worse. Yeah. While it would seem that it's all doom and gloom, through the hope and the faith of the elect, they will continue to hold on to their belief, which is in Yahushai, understanding and knowing the will of the Lord, that through much tribulation we shall enter what? The kingdom. You understand? Because a lot of people want to get the fame and the glory, but they don't want to go through the tribulation. Now, speaking about tribulation, we're just discussing certain measures that we see the government the government has passed. We're supposed to be active tomorrow, the 1st of February 2023, as pertaining to the Road Traffic Act. And, while some of it's okay to some degree, when you really go deep in these road traffic acts, it's all oppression. Because the fines that are the money that you're supposed to pay is like, not many people have those kind of money. But when you really look into the ulterior motives, basically what they're doing, they're trying to get you people off the street. This much cars that's using petrol, they're trying to get you off the street, because I did a lesson, and I'm just remembering about this, about the fact that the government basically they're saying that they want more EV cars, and they're gonna send 200 men overseas to go to school to learn how to work on these EVs. Plus, they're saying that if you buy an EV, the government would basically pay the license for almost 2 years for you.
I think there's no import.
There's no import duty on EVs, yeah. Right? So the main objective is, when you really look at these fines, or like for example, if you don't have a license you're driving, which you're not supposed to be driving without a license, $40,000, right? Some ridiculous. Some fines are ridiculous, which ultimately what we're gonna see is vehicle being clamped, put into the pawn yard, and the owners of them cannot go for them because jobs are dwindling. We're in a recession. Men not making enough money. So at the end of the day, there's a problem. There's a major problem.
Elder Apostle Gabar always speak about the pressure from
above and pressure below. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what we're doing.
Out of your vehicle, man.
Exactly. Shalom, malakwa, yashar hala. Shalom again, bro. Saying, shalom. Yeah, and I'm putting. Exactly. Saying, and it's getting worse, man. It's getting worse. So we're gonna get some scriptures, man, and may the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai lead, the conversation where the Lord wanted to go, So we have a
2 Corinthians 1:11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices."
And especially in these times, ain't no way you're supposed to be ignorant of these men devices. Everything there, you see, we have chains of events, our sequence of events, for much decades in how politicians deal with the people. when you see certain things start to happen, you have to question it. Why? I don't understand this. We see where promises were made and weren't kept. And why is it that, you know, what is kept is what is to cause the people more harm? Like, for example, how long the people of Jamaica been saying we need more factories, build factories. Factories can't build. As the Benny White said, the people of Jamaica think the government are fool for just get up build factories. Factories can't build, so you have to understand where, how, why the material is coming from, whatever. But they said prison, and instantly prison is in building. See? What else? Yeah. So you have to understand that. Why is it that these what we would call negative input to society is being acted upon quick? In the time of the Big C, remember the youth that come out and they must say, oh, Mr. Homeless, because when everybody tell the government suck them mother whatsoever, police are going to man underneath them bed and all them shit, you know, which was against the law, because you know you have freedom of speech or expression.
So democracy,
but democratic society, yeah, exactly.
According to them.
Yeah,
according to them, yeah. There was a young man that came out and said, look, Mr. Homeless, I'm not going to tell you if you suck your mother, I have this and that PhD and this degree and that whatever, and there's a job, me look. You know? And he barely get a little something. Why is it all these people who basically ask for a job, them cannot get it? But the negative aspect, you know, like the prison that I was speaking of, as they speak about prison, there was a prison building. You understand? That's exactly so. Least Satan get an advantage of us. We're not ignorant of his devices, man. So the whole, we call it again, the amnesty for the tickets and all these things, all this is by design because they need the money to help facilitate the debt,
right?
Which is gonna bring the countries in a more broken stage, man.
Which we're not supporting the structure of the society, but we're basically holding them to their standard.
Exactly.
Man. Because they have a standard that they should be keeping and not keeping that standard according to them democratic system. You know what I mean? It's not fair. Mm-hmm. They would put out the idea that this is a fair and just society, but in actuality they don't act on it, man. You know?
Yep.
So
it's all about political
we believe
fights.
in a different structure. We believe in the structure of the law, which is written in the law. Mm-hmm. You know how you do things by the law when it comes on to social and social activities, building and all that.
Everything.
We look at it according to the scriptures, man. But these men claim that basically them would you know they're doing things for the benefit of this current society, like building schools, and they're not doing that.
Exactly.
They would rather build prisons, man.
Yeah, exactly.
So you be looking at it and say, oh, you're building prison, you know, but you don't build a school.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? you see, you can see directly what them basically
where the focus
thrive
is at.
It exactly. Shows you this society is about debt. You know, debt.
And health.
Straight debt, man. You know what I mean? It's not about life. You see me? So everything glorify debt. That's what the society do. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You have the youth them basically disenfranchised. For the youth them basically have a certain type of mentality right now where basically them do all type of folly and they get support in the folly what they do. But if it comes down to something positive, you know, there's nothing for basically push. No, from a positiveness, man. Look at the music. Yeah, the music is basically very much so degenerated, man. You know what I mean? Man sing about hobby, man sing about killing each other, but guess what? Esau and the powers that be, you know, allow them things to happen. Showing what them all about. Them is about death, man. Blackness, darkness, them is about, man.
That's right, man. Yeah? Isaiah 60 verse 1, right? Yeah.
And that is the way of the world. The way of the world is death.
Isaiah 61 first, then you bring that to the whole question. Have it? Isaiah 60.
And this is Isaiah 60 and verse 1. Says, shine, arise, shine, for thy light is come. And the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall shall cover the earth, and
Right.
gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be
Yes.
seen.
Gross darkness cover the
Upon
people,
thee.
man.
Exactly.
Yeah? Gross darkness cover the people. Hey, I have a little daughter reason today, you know, and the argument is about the affairs between black men and black women, because she basically watching all them
Juanita?
the things that take place now with the
Passport
manosphere,
brothers and-
the manosphere, the passport bros and all them something she watch. So she started questioning me on it, man. Yeah? And you know, from a female standpoint, she have a reason on behalf of females, man. But I show her the general picture, because at the end of the day, she can identify that there's a problem. Yeah? But the finger pointing and all that is not going to solve the problem, man. See? There is a reason why this is happening, man. The Lord is the one who put that debt upon our people, man, where the men is at fault and also the women are at fault, man. You know what I mean? But merely the men, because the men did what Adam did. Yeah? Them still have trouble with that
following
spirit.
the woman.
Them still have following that spirit of Adam, man.
As it is
Yeah?
written,
And not only that,
Job 14,
not only that, chiefly the so-called white man have a system that is rigged against Jake right now. And guess what? That's a part of the curse, man. See, so the solution for the problem is the whole thing to be revamped. You know what I mean? According to the Lord, the hour shall sit to get done. Because if it continue the way it's continuing right now, it's not sustainable. It's getting worse. Yeah? So the thing is, the solution for the problem is the Lord, man. Yeah? Because everything that's going on now is direct result of modern society. Because the argument was about what modern society brings versus what used to happen. You know what I mean?
People need a physician.
And the thing is, modern society is what breeding all the errors them you see happen right now, all the confusion you see happen now. You know what I mean? It's the modern way of thinking, man. Yeah? The ideology of that wicked harlot. The wine. Everybody drink the wine, so guess what? Everything become chaotic, man.
That's right, man.
Yeah? And only one solution there is for that you know, poison that is in the earth right now.
Kool-Aid busting
Yeah?
them head.
The thing is, we have a problem, man.
Well, have a scripture.
Yeah? So it's either we leave the problem alone and it just get worse and we just all get destroyed. You know what I mean? Or the solution for the problem, you know, arise, man. And that it coming at the form of the Lord, the hour shall be. When you look at it from a carnal perspective, it cannot fix, man. Can't fix. Yeah? Because the Lord say, yo, look, man, if in
The wash on the days of flesh should be saved.
yeah, if in the short the days of flesh to see it, because that's what it end up in a destructive phase, man. Because Esau is about destruction, man. Yeah? There's no fix to the problem what Esau caused by hands of men. Yeah? What?
Jeremiah 6 and verse 16 said,
Dark side.
Yeah.
And the
Look.
situation.
Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old parts.
Go on.
Where is the good way, and walk therein,
Go on.
and ye shall find rest for your souls.
Go on.
But they said, we will not walk therein.
Oh, they want to follow, you know, the Western modernized way,
The modern time.
the woke culture,
Can.
the politically correct madness. Yeah?
The Eve behavior.
You know what I mean?
Eve become, the man and the woman become to know good and evil.
Yeah. No, look, man. As a man, if you are pre-righteousness or you are you know, what really the direction of society are going, every year you hear something worse, man. In regards to transgender, in regards to homosexuality and all them things. Every time you listen, you hear something get worse. Look, man.
You know, see the video I said with the so-called jewels that confound the T-gender people.
Yeah.
When Caitlyn Jenner
Go on.
tell us say, yo, if you don't stop me, you go to the ambulance.
Go on.
Because my confound. You know, see? If I get
Hey.
confound.
Hey, a brother get charged by for rape. Get charged for rape. You know? But before he get charged for rape, he identify as a woman. So there's a problem and I'm charged. When if you charge him, we send him to jail for rape. Because him now identify as a woman.
That's good.
And you know what happened? You know what happened now? Because him identify as a woman, you know which prison him end up gone? The woman prison.
Read that
Tell me
book and them know,
Hey, this is crazy, man.
God amongst women now.
But not for sure the error and confusion that the system basically have going on out here now. Yeah, women complaining about men were entering a women's sport, identify
But the same woman that say man and
as
woman
woman, decimating. Yo, I see that the
MMA?
the MMA. You know, a man identify as a woman and mash up a woman, wicked in the MMA.
Yeah, I know. So no.
Females have a problem with it now.
But man and woman are equal.
Right.
Yeah.
Why?
No,
Why
them
you
are
have a problem?
complaints that men are come over as females and dominate the sport. So you
Can,
have,
yeah.
you have college students.
Yes, sir.
You have college students who
Yeah.
complain and say them can no longer get scholarships.
Can.
And them thing there. Because have this girl who say, oh, she a run her best time in
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then a chance come over. After a chance come over, she can't get the trophy. And that man a broke the whole record. You know what I mean? So when she look forward to a scholarship to go to university,
Yeah.
yes or no?
Yeah.
No.
A chance smash it up.
There was a chance that it was like a swimmer, like 140 and in the swimmer, them in rank 142, and he just got turn woman. You know, he just change into a woman and just win everything. Number one.
This dude in England, he say he just grew out. Him just do it with spite.
Yeah.
Prove a point, so we're equal. He just grew out, same as a female, and just go everywhere a body.
Yeah.
And he just a destroy record.
Yeah, exactly.
He just go everywhere.
Yeah.
Because we're equal. We have to
Yeah.
go.
Hey, it's crazy, man. It's just straight up madness, man. Straight up madness. You
But
know?
I'm right, we are equal, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are equal, but
Yeah.
equal in the sense how them look on the same
See,
level.
exactly.
It says, Jeremiah 51:6, it says, flee out of the midst of Babylon
Right.
and deliver every man his soul.
It's a flee to the midst of Babylon, man. Babel,
Yeah.
you know, which is confusion, man. What more confusion I want than this? And you have certain men who basically tie with the word as accent. You have certain men who tie with the thing. You know, agitate them identify as a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So
But a
what is
lesbian
a
woman. Identify as a lesbian woman.
Because me love men and women me love.
It's crazy, man. Crazy. I'm sure that Isa is a madman. Isa is a madman.
listen, not the top, not the ones at the top.
Yeah.
You that subscribe to that
Yeah,
shit. You're the one
we
that
actually believe that this shit could work.
non-binary,
Yeah?
asexual.
Men
you
cutting
need a
off
man
them
or
rod.
a woman.
No, I'm committing suicide now.
Yeah.
Eh? You be cutting off a rod. You that stupid, man.
You have to have a heavy spirit
Yeah?
for you to do that shit.
See a man when they mad or follow him for cut off him rod.
Yo,
Say mother support him
Yeah, like, you
100%.
see the video where the man come from prison and see his son the first time.
yeah.
What son, brother?
Son,
What son?
shit is crazy,
And
man.
him accept that saying was his father was a big fish at prison.
Yeah. He been turning up shit down there, man. He says, and be not cut off in her iniquity,
Gone.
for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
Right. This
He
is the
will
time of the
render-
Lord's vengeance, man.
He
And
will render unto them a recompense.
yeah, this is the time of the Lord's vengeance, man. You see,
A lot of people don't know that.
America iniquities come to a full.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're hearing and get joined at the media.
Yeah,
We know exactly where it's going.
there was a strike on Iran since what, the weekend, I think. Over the weekend, no?
I think it was Friday night.
Saturday night there was a strike.
Military.
They're trying to strike the Iran military industrial, basically to cut production of weaponry.
Yep.
Because they're about to make a move on Iran. And the reason why they're doing this is because Russia right now having a war economy right now. Russia full on, you know, mobilize people to work in factories to produce weaponry, artillery, tanks and all that. Russia be producing 12 tanks per day. 12 tanks per day or per week. 12 tanks, man. Yeah? So the machine fully running now. So the mistake
War
that
machine.
the mistake that America made trying to weaken Russia actually strengthen Russia. The scripture tell you that, look, man, the Lord will put hooks in their jaw. And they are saying now that Russia believe nothing what these men say anymore. Them can't even negotiate with them again. Yeah?
War, man.
Because they never keep them words before, man. So guess what? The Lord
And them know
put
say
them,
them-
putting
they
them
are
hooks in the
devil.
jaws, man.
Yeah, man know that them are devil. So they
Yeah.
not trust them one of them.
You see one little news on social media. It may get fact checked still, but basically it has said some US ex-war general has said him give it to 2025. The
China.
US and China
Got
going
war.
on
Yeah, yeah.
war.
Mr. The news did that.
It can happen before that, man.
It
can happen before that.
2024.
Yeah? Yeah, it can happen this year.
Can.
Yeah?
Right? Hey,
Because the
one-
whole
one of the
Taiwan
reasons-
thing I get hectic too as
And
well.
that's one of the reasons why they have to go to war because Taiwan are the main manufacturer
For the silicon chip.
Silicon chip.
You know what I
And
mean?
not only that, the fact that China is now able to buy the oil from Saudi Arabia in the petrol yuan.
Right.
Hey, look, man.
Exactly. So they have to go them.
Them have go, as the Charles Center they say, yo, when all roads fail, then they take it to war.
Right, hey, look, man. Saudi Arabia want to join the BRICS nation, man. It's over.
Right, man.
They need to dismantle the BRICS nation soon and very soon, else it's over, man. It's over. So they're not gonna wait till 2025. You know,
Back is against the
to
wall.
try this. That's too late, man. It's too late. Yeah.
It says
In space, within a month time, you know, Ukraine would be totally failing, man. You know what I mean?
And Russia was being lenient with Ukraine.
Yeah, they was being lenient. You know,
I thought when we going to take back the Donbass
yeah.
region and
They-
Crimea.
out of
Okay.
order, fresh and bright. Yeah, fresh and bright.
it says Joel 3 and verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I will plead with them there for my people
God.
and for my heritage
Yeah,
Israel.
World War III is coming, man. It's gonna be down there in the Middle East, man. Hey, you see,
That's the epicenter of the
you
war.
see the mainstream media hyping up the leopard tanks. You know, going into, look, man, that's not gonna do anything in
So
Ukraine,
whole
man.
tanks
Let me
from
tell you
Poland
this.
and them place them
Let me
going
tell you
to
this.
And the Abraham tank.
Turkey have a lot of leopards, man. And guess who that destroy leopards in northern Syria, man? Militants destroy them tanks, man. Militants have something called
RPG them. They call it
RPG they call it.
When we go so-
See, no, javelin and all them thing, man. Yeah. No, the Russian one don't name javelin. I forgot what name. The Russian anti tank missile too. You know, them militant over there destroying them Turkish leopard tanks, man. One day them destroy almost a dozen of them. Yeah. So there ain't no wonder weapon, man. Yeah. And guess what? Russia is a formidable army. Yeah? And a lot of mercenaries go over there, go learn the hard way. So they're not warring against some militants down in Afghanistan.
I know that.
Yeah? You have an
Putin
interview.
always say them need to understand that they are working with a world superpower, a military, nuclear power.
A mercenary come back and basically was being interviewed. I think yesterday I watched it. I get interviewed and I send them the link. And basically, he must say, the media are portray to the people in the West, say, Wagner is an ill-equipped group. Must say they're more equipped than them.
I know that.
Down there, and it's basically they tell you, Wagner is destroying Ukraine soldiers in and around Bakhmut, man.
I know that.
And that's a private, it's a private
With Russian.
Russian military contractor, man. Yeah? So it's not looking good in and around Bakhmut. You know how much battalion over there in Bakhmut trying to basically keep up Wagner, man?
Ain't looking good, bro.
Yeah?
Ain't looking good.
It's not looking good. They basically them in operations and operational encirclement, man. The two roads leading out, you know what I mean, and artillery, the range of Russian artillery, man. So very soon Bakhmut will fall, man. Yeah? And the situation gonna escalate from then. Yeah?
Verse 9. It says, verse 9, it says,
Yes,
proclaim,
yes,
it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles,
Go on.
prepare war,
Go on.
wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up.
Go on.
See?
And look, man, when this thing go down with Iran, you know, that's it, man. things gonna spiral downhill. And basically they are saying that they will be with war with Iran by summer. That's what they are saying. So all these strikes, what they carry out, they was carrying out the strikes in Syria, and then they step it up a notch now, carrying out strikes in Iran. And then now them are prepared for go war with Iran summer. We don't know if Iran are prepared for go with war with them tonight.
Gun.
Like Iran are going to sit down and wait upon them. But they've been attacking Iran in Syria, you know what I mean? For numerous amount of times now. Since recently, Iran basically was sending ballistic missile into Syria to shoot down Israeli jets, man.
Gun.
So them ready for go on the offensive, man. They was taking shit from the Israeli all along. Not know them gonna defend themselves, man. That's why them sending anti-air defense systems over there in Syria, man. So very soon, you know, things gonna escalate more than what it is. And this is the next escalation right now when Israel basically having strikes in Iran. Yeah? That's the escalation. Yeah, and guess what? This thing is brewing from Soleimani, you see him? Soleimani was put to death, man. That's way back in 2020, that's the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? They started, man, and the Iranians did nothing up to this point. More than send drones to Russia to bomb the hell out of Ukraine and military, man.
We knock
Yeah.
what you call it, NATO.
Yeah.
It says beat your plowshares into swords
Gone.
and your pruning hooks into spears.
Gone.
Let the weak say I'm strong.
So let the weak say I'm strong.
Just like when you say Russia been hiring people for military
Yeah.
for military work. No,
Gone.
because that's what I'm doing. I beat what plowshares into.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what Russia doing now.
It's like
Russia
weapon,
Russia having a war economy right now.
Gone.
Yeah, that's what's going on, man.
Plan, no?
Yeah, weapons production. Yeah, 100% capacity. Yeah, all the old factories them were used to make them reopen. Russia the other day Russia watching factory reopen factories, man, to produce weaponry, man. America don't even start yet. Them European nations don't even start yet.
Yeah.
Man, be producing 60,000 artilleries per day. That's there. What Ukraine only can fire 6,000 artillery per day, man, and then getting support from all them Western nations, man. Russia be producing 60,000 artillery per day, man. That's what's going on now. The media may not telling you that. Well, that's what's going on, man.
It says
Yeah?
assemble yourselves and come. And come all ye heathen and gather yourself together round about thither.
Hey, look, Wagner be down there in Africa chasing out the French, I think the French, and chasing out the French a certain place in Africa, man, because the African nations prefer Wagner be there with them. That's why America declared Wagner as a terrorist organization. Eh? They declared Wagner as a terrorist organization, man. And I said them have to neutralize Wagner. Yeah? Because Wagner there basically African nation contracting Wagner. Hey, the scripture say how God gonna be a guard unto them nations, man.
Gun.
Yeah?
Let's finish up. It says assemble yourselves together round about thither, cause the mighty ones to come down, O Lord.
Right, because this is basically is what going to culminate the whole thing. You know what I mean? With the Lord making my rival with the angels, the mighty angels, them, man.
Gun.
This war is basically going to mark the end of this society, man.
Yeah, I'm going to.
This is the reason why this is not a time for joke, man. We're actually at a place where this thing can go down this year.
And as we said before, when I go back to Revelation 7,
Yeah.
it scripture says, not the earth nor the sea, until I see the servants of God and the Lord on the forehead.
God.
As we talk about Solomon,
Gone.
And the attack on Iran now, make the attack for
Yeah.
them thing.
He just be holding it back, man.
back shit, man. See?
Yes. Because killing Soleimani was an act of war.
Gone.
Yeah? As the act say, yo, they've been, look, they was not retaliating for all them soldiers get put to death by airstrikes and all of that. It's recently now them decide them gonna take action, man.
That's right.
Yeah? So things gonna really get sour there in the Middle East, man. And what Saudi Arabia is doing, man, America basically have to go back and show them strength back in the Middle East, man. You know what I mean? America gonna have to defend the US dollar, man. That's what the American military is there for. To defend the US dollar. And they're gonna defend it with all their might. That means they're gonna send them soldiers over there in the Middle East, which the scripture said that.
That's right.
The scripture said that. So the Lord will move off far away from us, the northern army.
Bring them in a land barren and desolate.
Yeah? Them need to go back down there in the Middle East to establish, you know, the confidence in the US dollar. And believe it or not, that's what they're gonna do. Right now, the US dollar, there's talks, there's rumor about the world that the US dollar is gonna fail very soon, man.
Everybody up by island and different currency.
It's gonna be worthless very soon, man. The rumor is going around. So confidence in the US dollar is about to dwindle, or it's been dwindling, man. Especially what these nations are doing. You know, the BRICS nation, Russian friends. Yeah? So the US military have to go represent. And you know what's gonna make it worse? If Russia have a victory over Ukraine, you know what I mean? It'll further weaken the US dollar, man. Because guess what? Men who fear the US army are gonna start look upon the US army sideways now and say, oh, Russia powerful enough to take a stand.
I don't come weak as we.
Yeah, because regardless of Western propaganda, a lot of nations know that, you know what I mean? You have NATO troops fighting in Ukraine, man. NATO troops fighting in Ukraine, a lot of Polish troops in Ukraine, man. A lot of who fight in Ukraine are Polish troops, man.
Gone.
Russia be saying it, and when they catch them, they actually cut off them name tag and then the patches them off for them clothes and show you say, yo, it's not Ukrainian fighting, man. Yeah? So you have a lot of, especially Polish troops, man. Yeah? Because the Ukrainian military almost get destroyed long time ago, the majority. Hey, Poland be saying that they're going to send F-16 into Ukraine. And guess what? There is nobody in Ukraine that was trained to fight F-16. Oh, you think they're going to use them, man? They're going to send these Polish pilots over there disguising or marauding as Ukrainian pilots, man. That's what we're going to do. So other nations looking on and seeing these countries doing them best. You know what I mean? And I'm going to feel against Russia. When them feel, everybody be like, okay, I think they're going to join that side here because that side that look like it's more powerful. Yeah? That's what's going to happen, man. Nations going to look to Russia for defense. Yeah? Just like how they used to look to America for defense, man. Yeah? And this one of the war that's going to prove that Russia can be that defense, man. Yeah?
And this is Ezekiel 38 and verse 1. Say, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog,
Gone.
the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal,
Gone.
and prophesy against him.
Gone.
And say, thus saith the Lord, power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal,
Gone.
and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Right, so Russia was all buddy with everybody, you know, and playing soft, you know, the bear, you know, become a teddy bear at some point in time. Then they realize this is the real world, man. Russia realized that this is a real world. So then back into that war-like spirit, man. The grizzly bear gone back into the beer. Yeah? Yeah, so the Russia gone back on that war footing, man. Yeah? You know, so them wake up the beer.
Can.
That's what they did. Use Ukraine to poke the beer, and now the beer is awoken. And then you can't fix the problem.
And with the grizzly and the polar bear at the
Yeah?
same time.
Yeah, the grizzly and the polar bear at the same time. Yeah? Go on.
Double trouble.
Yeah, double trouble. Go on.
Trouble in there.
And I will bring the fourth and all thine army.
Yeah, they've been mobilized, you know. They might basically expand. They're basically expanding the Russian military right now. Because they know that there's a possibility that since America is moving this desperately, and certain Western countries are moving this desperately, no negotiation, so they realize that that's the war Madiwi. So they say, okay, that means we have to mobilize in case Ukraine go down and we have to move on to some other country. So Russia have a massive mobilization. As a matter of fact, they have mobilized 300,000 more soldiers. Soon reach 1 million now. That's at the talk today. 300,000 more. And the offensive not happening yet. The offensive don't happen yet. What the first mobilization was mobilized to do. So the man is still not on the front yet. They're not on the front line yet. Yeah? Voilà.
Horses and horsemen,
Right.
all of them clothed with all sorts of armors.
Right.
Even a great company with
Gone.
bucklers and shields.
Right, so basically I was saying them going over 1 million. Yeah? You know, America and friends trying to occupy the Syrian military. Yeah? They're trying to occupy to all them other militaries them. We're basically a giant to Russia because in a sense, them don't want, them want kind of spread them out. Yeah? But guess what? The Middle East are going to be the epicenter, man. They're not going to move from the Middle East, man. Don't worry yourself. You know? See? The Middle East is where it's going to be at.
Done.
Go on.
All of them handling swords.
Right.
Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya.
Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya.
With them, all of them,
Yeah, Wagner be down there training these men right now. Wagner be in Africa right now training them, you know, preparing for war, man. Yeah?
shields and helmet,
Gone,
Gomer and all his bands,
gone.
the house of Togarmah of the north quarters,
Right.
and all his bands.
So you have Turkey striking deals with Russia now.
Done.
Having mutual pacts, you know, how to fight the Kurds that is funded by America in northern Syria.
I want to some Turkish minister say they might look for step out of NATO
Yeah, Turkey.
by the end of this year.
Yeah, Turkey is about to come out of NATO, man. Yeah? You can find better friends in Russia.
Done. Friends
A
with
matter of
bigger
fact,
guns.
I think them and Iran make an agreement to get rid of some Kurds northern Iran.
Done.
Where America is funding, man. Yeah? So you see how NATO divided. NATO is divided because you have America, you know what I mean? Waging a war against Turkey, a proxy war against Turkey. You know what I mean? And then you have Italy, you know, out to go at it with Turkey. Yeah?
And you have Sweden and because Erdogan tell Sweden and them say stay out, no step, no put the foot to wire.
Yeah, because you have and you have
and then you have Serbia and Kosovo.
Yeah. Hey, scriptures be telling us that wars and rumors of war, man. Say you have skirmishes popping off everywhere. The only place skirmishes now pop off is in America. Well, guess what? The virgin daughter of Babylon, I'll get touched, man. Don't worry yourself. Yeah? I'll get touched this time around, man.
And all his bands and many people with thee,
Go on.
be thou prepare and prepare for thyself,
Right.
and thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Right, so Russia gonna be a guard unto them. And let me tell you this, man. I've been said before, Russian military industry right now, full steam ahead. Tanks, so many tanks been pushing out. You know what they're gonna do now? All them allies now gonna get tanks to fight with, equipment to fight with, man. Yeah. So all them Russian equipment that in a boneyard, you know what I mean, because them wasn't in use or whatsoever. When them can refurbish, and when them can update, you know, because they've been updating the T90 them, modernizing them, you know what I mean, and plus them have new weaponry being built, man.
Yeah, can.
Verse 9 says, Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm.
Can.
Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land.
Can.
Thou and
They're going to invade America, man. They're going to invade America and spoil them. See? Spoil the land of America. Soon and very soon. See? Hey, these Russian with them other military, man, they're going to come invade America just the same. See? Keep just saying they're going to be onto to them as booty, man. America be onto them as booty. So they're going to plunder and spoil America, man. Yeah?
Right.
cover the land, thou and all thy bands and many people with thee, thus saith the Lord power. It shall also come to pass that at the same time that things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
Once and for all, they must forget rid of America. That's what it is, man. Once and for all, for peace and stability, according to them, they must forget rid of America, man.
Hey, I look up at something the other day.
You know what I mean?
Since 1776, America celebrate 239 years of independence.
Yeah.
Then fight 222 wars.
Go on.
Since then.
And it's obvious now, Russia is mobilizing for a bigger war than Ukraine war, man.
Yeah.
That's what's going on now.
Yeah.
So these
Because them involved in a more.
yeah.
A more
So,
every day, yeah.
so what America basically should know right now, you know, is that look, man, they're coming for you, man. They're coming for you. Yeah. That's how it is. Shouldn't have poking the bear, but the Lord is the one who did it. Yeah. What?
I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely.
Right, because all wars was fought in Europe.
Done.
Yeah, World War I, Europe. World War II, Europe. World War III, not gonna be just Europe or wheresoever these wars pop off, man.
Just
Yeah?
the indignation of the Lord is upon
Oh,
every nation.
the epicenter of the destruction, the result of this war, going to be America, according to prophecy, man.
That's right, man.
That's the epicenter of the destruction. A lot of men gonna die in the Middle East, like a lot of men dying in Ukraine right now. A lot of men be dying in the Middle East, man. Alright, they've been saying Ukrainian soldiers, 150,000 Ukrainian soldiers already died in the battle in the Ukraine, man. 150 and counting, man. 150,000 counting. You know, must be 30,000 Russians, something like that. Round about 20,000 to 30,000 Russians.
Enough, man. That's still enough.
Yeah.
Zin?
All of them dwelling without walls, having neither bars nor gate,
Right.
right? To take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places
Go on.
that are now inhabited,
Go on.
and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations,
Go on.
which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land.
Guys,
That's right, man.
gonna be for a spoil. Know what I mean? That's how it is.
What's up?
Yeah.
Jeremiah 50 and 22, it says, a sound of battle is in the land
Go on.
and of a great destruction. It says, always the armor of the earth, of the whole earth cut asunder
Go on.
and broken. Always Babylon become a desolation among the nations.
Right.
Yeah?
The armor of the earth.
Yeah.
As the going on earlier, the amount of war America be fighting, man.
That's right, man.
Yeah. Always in other people's country, dictating shit. They are the arm of the earth.
And I see how they see the elder Yashua put that thing in the group today. In the group where I say, I'm going to show the Roman Empire how them fall. See? And I must say, I see him at the same trend, America go, man.
Come
Yeah, because just like how the Roman Empire, the military is stretched in, police the whole area.
Yeah, that's what
Yes.
Colonel McGregor say.
Yeah.
I say concerning troops in Ukraine that can fight Russia in Europe, American troops that is in Europe right now is not enough to fight Russia, man. Basically, the amount of troops that them in basically they say the combat troops them is a very small amount of combat troops. You know, you have up to 100,000 or up to 70,000, but all of them is not combat troops, man. So them have a whole heap of combat troops over there.
It says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found
Yeah, man.
and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. Yeah? Yeah. That's the Lord saying, lay a snare, man. All of these things we see America get involved in, seeing? Yeah, them are going out of people's country. These things are traps. When the Lord, how Basham try set up all of these traps, man, for them, man. See? To bring them to an end. It says, the Lord had opened his armory and had brought forth the weapons of his indignation, for this is the work of the Lord Yahweh
Right, so
of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans.
These men neglect that the powers that basically getting involved in these wars, just say I pop off now, are nuclear powers, man. Yeah? And I expect each other to back down. You know, you ever see them foul fight? You know them game foul? You see them fight till one dead, man. You know?
When the next one dead, man.
Yeah, when one dead, them still are. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen between them Edomites, man. Nobody's gonna back down, man. Yeah, because they've been expecting somebody to back down in the situation that's going on right now, and no one is backing down. It's escalate, them call it escalation. They keep on escalating, man. So the Lord are gonna bring out them nuclear bombs, man. That's the level of escalation it's coming down to. Yeah?
Scripture saying, I'm just bring out a
The
precept.
fight until death.
And this is the reason why it says,
Yeah.
it's a Revelation 6 and verse 4. And there went out Revelation 6 and verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword.
Right.
Yeah.
See, that's. This war, you see, take the Edom destroy themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speak about the
Yeah.
pieces was prepared for a specific time to slay the third part of men.
Gone.
You know? We try to eat the sons of the wicked.
Gone. Son of perdition.
Joel 2 verse 1 says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion,
Gone.
and sound an alarm in mine holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land
Continue. You come back, bro.
a day of darkness and of gloominess,
Gone.
a day of cloud and of thick darkness,
Gone.
as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There had not been ever like this, neither shall be any more of it, even to the ears of many generations.
Gone.
A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness.
Yeah, man, America's gonna, and that's basically talking about America, man. The missiles coming over, man. Yeah? See? So, America is going to be burnt and become desolate, man, by them nuclear bombs, man. Yeah? And for certain, this is going to happen, man. Yeah? Everything else has been fulfilled. What say the rest? Yeah? Go on,
And yeah, nothing shall escape them.
Go on.
Appearance of them is as the appearance of horses,
Go on.
and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of the chariots on the top of mountain shall they leap, like the noise of the flame of fire that devour the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array before their face. The people shall be in much pain. All faces shall be gathered blackness.
Go on. Yeah? And that's the missiles, man. Yeah? And that's how the whole thing is going to wrap up. You know, the law's going to wrap it up this way. Yeah? So what man or man ought to be, you know, holy convocation. Yeah?
Verse 20 says, I will remove far off the northern army and I will drive him into a land barren and desolate,
Go on.
with his face towards the east sea, and his inner part towards the uttermost sea, and his thing shall come up,
We're dealing with the Middle East, man.
and his
So you ain't talking about from the Suez Canal region to the Straits of Hormuz, man.
Right, man.
Yeah? Yeah? The Euphrates River, man. Yeah?
and his savor shall come up, because he had done great things.
All the miracles for them work, and then they send them troops
God.
all over to fuck up people nation.
Go on.
These spoiled nations. And them are gonna get recompense for that, them stinker will come up.
Go on.
You know? Great sacrifice.
It says, it's Isaiah 13:4. It says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle. See, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation.
Right.
When them misses the fire, you know, brother, and them alarms start go off, you know, a problem, you know.
Done.
It's gonna be scary, you know.
Hearing
Because
sirens.
you know it's gonna be scary if I watch movies. Whenever, like say for example, you watch a movie with a shark, and when this shark starts swim up to come do some damage, and they have that move, that sound. You know, a specific sound where you play to get the
ominous sound there.
You get it intensified. Well, it's the same way the Lord will ensure that the sirens be going off in them cities, man. You know, if you get everything intensified, so your people are gonna know, say, yo, shit, this don't look good. Yeah?
Man, I lick out the back of this, you know.
Them eerie sirens,
Fire,
man.
you know.
Going off in that day.
I love playing them again.
And them emergency broadcasts popping up on your head. You been watching you know, one of them wicked ass TV series, and your screen turn emergency alert screen, man.
Breaking news.
Yeah. He says,
America is on fire.
God. It says, holy, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt.
Go on.
See? And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them.
Go on.
They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames.
You look, man, it's gonna be a scary situation, man. And you see, you know, for those who are left behind, man.
God.
When them chariots be taking up the elect, you know, those who are left behind, man, it's gonna be a scary situation, man. From them bombs that get fired, people be shitting themselves, man. You know? Yeah?
says, behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel,
Right.
both with wrath and fierce anger,
Right.
to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
Right.
As you say, all who left back. See?
Yep.
Deep shit gonna come up on them, man. See? See? It says, for the stars of heaven, says, for the stars of heaven and the constellation thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened.
Yep. Them bombs are gonna blot out the sky, man. You know that you know that nuclear cloud gonna go up.
Mushroom cloud.
Yep. You know what I mean?
Darken the place.
Dark the place. They're gonna have a nuclear winter, man. Following the destruction, man. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah.
Sun shall be darkened
Right.
in the going forth.
Yeah, it's called
And-
nuclear isotopes
Gone.
floating around. And the dust that basically come from explosion gonna go up. Yeah?
And the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity.
Right.
And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Yep.
Jump to 17, it says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them.
Yep. That's what the Lord is stirring up them Russians, man.
Gone.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. Come back right round again, man. To who is gonna bring this destruction, man. The Lord is stirring up them Russians, man. They are the ones living in the land of the Mede right now. They are not the actual Medes, but they are the ones that living in the land of the Mede now. So them are the need, you know, by default.
Gone.
Yeah? Go on.
He says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Gone.
Then I can't pay them the ransom, man.
Yeah, you can't pay them off again, man. There's no
Because-
negotiation with Russia anymore.
Can't, because with
Yeah.
the act where them basically make Russia do right now in the Middle East,
Right.
now up in Ukraine. Hey, them a kill off them own Slavic people, man.
Yep.
Yes. Then so them a kill off kill off them own.
Yeah.
So them heart get terrible, man. So guess what? When them hold them people from America here, man, them not gonna have no mercy.
Gone.
And you can't give them no ransom.
Gone.
See? Because only thing them see is just death. See? And destruction for them, man.
Gone.
See? He says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces,
Gone.
and they shall not have no pity on the fruits of the womb.
Gone.
Their eye shall not spare children.
Gone.
So everything on them. See? And
As
Babylon,
I said before, this war is basically hardening them troops, man.
yeah.
Yeah? War have a tendency to do that, man. Yeah? So a lot of these men who never even go to war before, they become hardened men.
is right,
Seasoned warriors, man. You know? Taking lives become second nature. Yeah?
They're going to be merciless. Man.
So they're gonna be merciless, especially when they meet the true enemy. Our true enemy is not Ukrainians, man. And them have to deal with the Ukrainians right now like them are the true enemy. Imagine when they meet Americans, man. Imagine when they meet Americans, man.
Ain't go all out fully.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Shit gonna be crazy.
Some of your niggas where both y'all serve the American army. Hey, they want to bring it the destruction upon you more.
Gone.
When them see you, man.
Yeah, and it's the Lord's judgment, man.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be fighting Esau's war, man.
Done.
Yeah? Shouldn't be fighting the white man's war. It's the Lord.
White man army.
Yeah? They deserve what's coming to you, man.
Hey,
Scripture said they must join unto them Shabbat.
but probably trust the truth, man.
Gone. You're gonna be put to death, man.
She's right, man.
Yeah? Wanna?
See? And Babylon, the glory of kingdom,
You sign contract.
the beauty of the Chaldees, the excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right, it's gonna be
Yeah.
Nuclear.
it's gonna be nuked.
Splitting at the
Hot
atom
fire.
again.
She's right, man.
Hot fire.
All them batty boy they have to go run.
Blazing. And,
Yeah? Yeah, man, burn out the body business, man.
It's
Real fire come on them.
right, man.
Yes, brother.
It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation.
That's the inheritance of wicked men, man. They're gonna inherit fire, man. That's what they're gonna inherit. Fire. Hot fire. Yeah?
Neither shall the Arabians pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. And the Arabians, you know, say, the Arabians are a desert people, you know.
Yeah.
So them not even them now come there to come pitch tent.
Yeah.
Because nothing now go dead so.
Yeah. And you don't
Nobody
know.
want to enjoy
And then
cement.
And then when you come out of radiation, you
Done.
don't know, it's not safe, man.
Yeah. It's going to be one big shit place, man.
Yeah,
It's burn.
they're gonna move the desert from the Sahara and all them places and put the desert on that side of the world.
That's right, man.
You know what I mean?
But I think
Beautify the area in and around Jerusalem again.
But I think if
Yeah.
you're in Canada, you're going to escape it, man. Just like what I'm seeing I Am Legend movie.
God.
How America get fall and look destroyed and them go north and go Canada or one of them places. The whole of that land are going to get destroyed, man.
God.
Everything up there get destroyed, man.
All the bunker them get
Yeah.
fucked.
Isaiah 34 verse 2 says, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He had utterly destroyed them, he had delivered them to the slaughter.
Hey, the Ukrainian army basically witnessing that fury right now. Yeah, and the Russians too. But more so the Ukrainians right now. Hell.
Them at the end of the sword.
Hey, what have a documentary? I think it's something about hell. What have a new documentary, you know? Something about hell. Something about hell, the documentary. Movie, by the way, it's a movie. A Wagner movie. You know? Everyone. Yeah, go on.
Verse 3 says, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be made with their blood. And all the hosts of heaven
You see, you have someone with a principle and you have someone with no
Yeah,
principle.
that's and turn off the music. They say,
God.
that's and that is the reason why we understand that the most I don't judge by the sight of the eye,
Yeah.
by the ear and the ears.
Yeah.
The most I judge spirits, man, not
Right.
flesh.
Right.
The flesh is the thing who actually, you know, is the embodiment of how the judgment bring forth, but it's actually the spirit that is within.
Go on.
and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved,
Go on.
and the heaven shall be rolled together as a scroll,
Gone.
and all their hosts shall fall down, as a leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a fallen fig from the fig tree.
Go on.
For my soul shall be buried in heaven.
Go on.
Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea
Right.
and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Right, and that is the main judgment, man. The main part of the judgment is Esau being burnt. Or the sword of the Heavenly Father, which is them nuclear bombs, man. Yeah, so we ain't listening to Vocab Malone and all them people talking about the Edomites are done away with. The Edomites died in some Jewish Roman wars. We're not buying that. Because the judgment of the Lord with the sword of the Lord coming down from heaven must come down on Idumea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what we say, man. The prophecies against you Christians, man. Yeah? The prophecies against you, man. At the end of the day, you have the prophecies to deal with. Regardless, you couldn't believe in anything you want to believe.
Hey.
At the end of the day, the prophecies are there, man.
God.
And that's what's going to happen.
Scripture said,
Yeah?
Scripture said to the law and to the testimony.
Right.
If they
Speak not according to this word, there's no light in them, man.
If you're not going to the testimony, the prophecies and the spirit of prophecy, man.
God.
Yeah.
verse 6 says, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with the fatness of the blood of lambs
Done.
and goats, and with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord had a sacrifice in Basra
Right.
and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Right, so a lot of Edomites gonna die, man. Yeah, a lot of Edomites gonna die. You know. You see? 150,000 military men. And guess what? Wars normally kill civilians more than military men. And this basically leading with military deaths than civilian death right now.
Done.
Because a lot of people flee Ukraine when the war start.
Yeah.
A lot of people flee to areas where the war is not going on. But what happened when the war engulfed the planet? A lot of civilians gonna die,
Done.
you know, alongside military men. Yeah, but hey, Lord's gonna put a lot of Edomites to death, man.
Right, man.
You know, in the whole rush. Wow.
So, 2 Esdras 15 and 20 says, Behold, saith the Lord, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me,
Done.
which are from the rising of the sun,
Done.
and from the south, and from the east, and from Libanus,
Done.
to turn themselves one against another,
Done.
and repay the things that they have done
Yeah,
unto
God,
them.
ultimately, what is what? It's about vengeance. Vengeance upon yeah? Vengeance for what they do to the nation of Israel, man. That's what it is.
Done.
Yeah?
It says, like as they do yet this day, and to my chosen, so I will do also, and recompense in their bosom.
Done.
Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth.
Done.
The Lord said, the sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth, man. And you know the so-called white man and the one shed most of the so-called white man and one yeah. Yeah. The man want to shed the most innocent blood upon the earth, man.
Isaiah 33 verse 1 says, Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou hast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee.
Done.
When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled, and when thou shalt make an end of deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with
Treacherously.
Treacherously, man. But all these nations have become traitor against, right now, against Babylon, man. You see, as we're talking about
Saudi Arabia is dealing treacherously now, man.
Yeah, it says all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee to the border, and they have eat thy bread.
They will eat thy bread.
Yeah,
They are wounded under thee, man.
they are wounded under thee. America is wounded, man.
Yep.
Wounded as fuck.
Starting.
The edge enemy get fucked.
Yep.
So they have no other choice.
Yeah,
but
the
to
main
go to
tool,
war.
the US dollar, is under threat. Yeah.
So the military know if you speak for them.
Yep.
And so much things that happen all over the world, they must spread them earth thin. Like Rome, they must go thin.
Yep.
They must get fucked. So the Edomites come out and say, anybody want to come and war America? You come, Russia, you have all this and all that. We have this, we have F-16, we have this.
Yeah.
You might have more weaponry, but you're thin in your herd, man. You have to fight China, Russia, you know, all different countries at the same time.
Most I have my fight, yes. And basically, a lot of them just kill out one another, you know, because it's a trap then gets set, the trap gets set for them, you know. And then just take it, you know. Yeah. Most I just set a trap for them, and then just take it and start war, man. See? Kill them one another. You know, please,
Isaiah 14 and verse 5 says, The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
Done.
He that ruleth nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth.
That's right.
The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir tree rejoices at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us.
Done. That's right, man.
Hell from beneath is moved to meet thee at thy coming. Right? It is
Going
stir-
into slavery, man.
God.
The elites, mainly, going to be taken into slavery because they're going to what? Hide themselves in them bunkers, man. Ever since recently, orders for bunkers skyrocket, man. Men be buying up bunkers like hell.
Especially in New Zealand.
Nigga be buying up Bugatti and all type of car, spending money on all type of shit while Edomites buying up bunkers, man. Edomites buying up bunkers, man.
And I prep food.
And prepping with food. And a nigga be out here doing all type of shit
Yeah.
with money, boasting about, heights on your neck and all that madness, man. Yeah? Boasting about heights on your neck and expensive cars and all them shit. Let's see you gonna hide them in them expensive cars when them bombs shut off, man. Cause them Edomites don't make them preparation already. Yeah?
We out here making ours, man.
Yeah?
The scripture say, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High.
Abide.
Shout out the Almighty.
Yep.
Yes. So, hey, man, you see, we're making no preparation. Man. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the strength and stability at the time. So, hey, yes. So, whatever them are prepared, you buy up that. Them not going to save you in a day. At least, still them tell you that you're going to live free and own nothing. And I'm going to take all them shit when I buy up now.
Stir up the dead for thee, even
Yeah, live happy and own nothing, man.
stir up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth,
Right.
as raise up from the thrones of all the kings of the nations.
God.
They shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak, as we art thou become like unto us? Thy pump
And
is
that's why
brought
scripture
down.
let the weak say I'm strong.
Gone.
But them start to realize that, look, man, you're not that powerful like you say you were, man. Yeah? It's finally start to reveal that you don't have that strength that you really brag about. Yeah? It's the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua who have the strength. And that's what the nation is going to learn. That is the real strong one is the Lord.
That's right.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, man. The real strong man.
At the end of the day, you're going to have one winner, man.
Right.
One winner.
Pump is brought down. Thy pump is brought down to the grave, and the knives of thy vials are worms spread it over, and all the worms cover thee.
Yeah.
So this says, this is Habakkuk 2, and first start of verse 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him,
Go on.
but the just shall live by his faith. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine,
Go on.
he is a proud man, he neither keepeth at home,
Right.
who enlargeth his
As
desire
that's
as
Colonel McGregor basically say, oh look man, the US military is not ready for a war in Europe.
gun.
Because the US military they're all over the world. And they have most, as we say, I think it's about 100,000 or 70,000
Right,
soldier in Europe, and only 50,000 basically is fighting the fighting part of the military. Yeah. So they don't really have an army to fight against Russia in Europe.
That's right.
Yeah. So the army is stretched thin, and they're relying on other people to basically add the numbers up. Yeah. And America is not yet mobilized. Russia is depending on have an excuse now to mobilize. Yeah.
Says,
America not drafting right now. Britain
right.
not drafting right now, but Russia is drafting though. Yeah. Yeah.
enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death
Gone.
and cannot be satisfied.
Yeah, so because he's all over the world, you know, it's basically weakening them like, as I speak about, like Rome.
Yeah.
You know, weakening them because they have military bases all over. And now if we make one in Jamaica now.
Gone.
Yeah?
Naval base, eh?
Yeah. Finish it and then we wrap up.
And be satisfied unto all, and gather it unto him all nations, and heap it unto him all people.
Gone.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? To him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
Right, so it's all about the money. Fiat currency, the US dollar, I mean, it's all about the bag of deceitful weight. That's what we're going to help bring them down, man.
Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood,
Right.
and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Yes.
So it is. So that's a Kalalali Abashimi or Shai Bashimi Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Gravenstone. Shalom to all the brothers who keep pushing this show. Shalom to all the who participated on the live.
Gone.
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.